Well, good morning to all of you. My name's Marcie Edwards, and I work for Anaheim Public Utilities. It seems like such a small word to say, oh, you're excited. Hey, Marianne, nice of you to come. But I'm amazingly excited. You'll hear a lot of dates that we throw around with respect to this facility, how fast it was constructed, and all of that's true. But the thought and the plan and the genesis for this facility go back probably close on 10 years. The idea of having generation located within Anaheim adds a very, very valuable hedge to our overall portfolio. And so this plant has been a long time in coming, and I'm so very proud and happy to be here today, and so very thankful for the number of you that have helped to bring this plant in the time frame.
I am very excited to dedicate this facility in large part of what it symbolizes. To me, this new power plant represents a spirit of innovation that really characterizes Anaheim. That willingness, as well as ability to move forward regardless of steep odds, to embrace technology, to promote self-sufficiency, and to take actions that make Anaheim a stronger and more resilient place.
Given the size and the complexity of the facility, it might not come as a total surprise that the project was 10 years in the making. After the aftermath of the energy crisis back in 2000-2001, we saw the benefits of having our own generation within the city rather than relying so heavily on imported power. So we spent the early years determining how big a facility we needed and then determining what type of facility would be best suited for the growing community needs. And this is what we came up with. As you can imagine, there were lots of challenges getting this project completed. One of the biggest was finding an area large enough in a built-out city like Anaheim to house a project of this magnitude, as well as ensure its placement in an industrial appropriate area. But we eventually found these 10 acres, which doesn't look like 10 acres, it looks bigger. But even better, they were located near existing transmission infrastructure as well as close to the water and natural gas connections that we needed to operate the facility. So it was an ideal location for us.
At the end of the day, this plant was built to provide 200 megawatts of power into the city for the benefit of the residents and the businesses here. We also have the capability, in the event of a regional blackout, to be able to self-start this facility and keep about half of the city lit under such circumstances. So there's a lot of great features that this facility has. In addition, behind you there is an electric substation, and it uses the latest in gas-insulated switchgear. And the benefit of that is you get a much reduced or compressed footprint as well as improved reliability. So in addition to the substation that we have great features that allows us to grow with the city. It's expandable, so there's room there. So as more development occurs within the city, we'll be able to provide the power to the needs of the community.
I'd like to thank all the project participants for their efforts and commitment in completing this project and clearly achieving what I believe to be cooperation to a common goal.
This is a great day for the city of Anaheim. We are opening today our first public power plant in the state of California in recent years. But for Anaheim, it's a sustainable facility using recycled water, Silver LEED certified, native plants, also a partnership for natural gas to reduce emissions. But ultimately, this is about lower rates for our residents and our businesses.
Well, in this day and age, especially dealing with state regulations and the laws handed down, it's amazing that a project like this can even be completed. They said that there was 3 applications, 6 inches thick, each one, that had to be completed before even anything got started here. So to be able to complete a project of this magnitude with today's regulations handed down both federally and statewide, it's a great success story.
The time frame of this project is incredibly impressive in the fact that they were able to do it in a very short length of time, come in before their time frame, and under budget. those are huge for the city. We save money all the way around on this one.
This facility is going to be able to provide power when our residents most need it for many, many years to come. And it's going to be able to keep our rates stable for both our residential and commercial customers, and that is the most important thing about what we do at the utility, which is serve our residents and our businesses.
You know, this opening of the Canyon Power Plant, you can hardly overstate the importance of this for Anaheim. Well, for example, if the region would have a blackout, this plant would power about half the city of Anaheim in an emergency. It also brings a great financial benefit in that we get about a $7 million credit annually from the state just by having this before we even turn it on. So it's a great investment in financially, but it's also a great investment for the reliability of power in Anaheim. In Anaheim, we're so fortunate that we have our own utility, and with that comes resiliency. So what does resiliency mean in power? That means when you turn on the switch, the lights come on. And you know, in the power business, that just has to happen all the time, whether it's sunny or cloudy, or the wind's blowing or not, or whether the grid is problems on the grid. This makes Anaheim resilient.